Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be playing with the 3D diamond shaped almond full coverage tips. And I've got out a little pot of like the drawing gel from Born Pretty. It's Misscheering. It's the gold one. And I've stirred it up really well. And I've already gotten started and I decided, well, you know what? I need to record this. Now I've got shaky hands, so these are not going to be perfect. But I wanted to come up with a way that I could see myself using those tips, because for some reason I'm just not as much of a fan of these tips with the diamond shapes on them as I was the other ones that I got out of that Temu haul, the ones that are more like seashell or mermaid skin, or you know what I'm saying, those ones. But I decided that I would give this a go, because I think part of it is like the diamond shape's like really prominent, like up on the top and then on the side just a smidge, but then it just kind of fades out. But I thought, well, if you draw it in, it'll make it more, visible to where you can actually see that it's a diamond shape. Not that mine are going to look exactly like diamonds, because I'm a messy artist, and they're not going to be perfect. But I wanted to give them a chance and see what I could do. And this is a lot of work, and I'm telling you, just doing one nail was a lot of work. So I can't imagine doing all 5 of them or 10 of them if you wear matching manicures. Of course, some people might be better at this than me, so you might have better luck at it. But I still think it's an option. And I'm just using that drawing gel or paint. It's thicker than like just a gel polish. And I was thankful that I had some of these in my gel drawer that I could pull out and use, because I needed something that was gonna, I don't know, give it a little oomph when it came to the lines that are supposed to be there that I was having trouble seeing. I mean, like when the light catches it, you can see some of the diamonds clearly, but on some of it, it's very faded and muted, and I wasn't digging that. So I wanted to find a way, and I'm glad I found this, because I really do think that it's a good option. I'm trying to be as steady as I can, because you guys know I'm not the steadiest of peoples. And it always makes it harder when you're trying to do it under the camera and stay in frame. And I really tried to do good on that with this one. There we go. We're just trying to draw them in a little bit. And we're going to do more with it here in a minute. So hopefully you don't get too bored with this part. If so, just kind of fast forward a little bit, because we got some more things going on with this one to turn it into something that I think turned out really, really good. I just wanted to find a way. You guys know when you buy all this nail stuff and some of it gets put away and you never use it, but I didn't want it to be that way with these. I thought, well, if I can find a way to use them, then I'll hang on to them, but if not, I'll just give them away to somebody that wanted them. But we'll see. We'll see. I might end up actually doing a real set and putting them on my nails, because I'm telling you, if I do all 5 of them and get them on my nails, we're gonna have to share that with you guys, if we get brave enough to do that. And I tried, and I should have shown that on here, but I tried like painting the underneath side of them with polishes, duochromes, multichromes, regular polish. That didn't really look all that good. And then I tried polishing it over the top, being very careful, brushing it all the different ways. I tried regular polish, gel polish. If I think about it, after I do my thanks and goodbyes at the end, I might pop those pictures in of what I tried and what I didn't like, and that way you can see what I'm talking about, maybe. Get a better visual if you can see a picture of it. But I do like this. I think it's working out really well. I've got this old detailer brush that I trimmed down even more, and it's just got like a couple of little wispy hairs on the end of it. And you can see I also crimped it with some pliers to make it like not lose the bristles. And so that this isn't like the perfect detail brush. It's definitely been mutilated and mistreated. Alright, looking pretty good. Making sure I've got them all filled in. Good enough. Good enough. I think I'm going to go in a little bit more on this one. And I wish I could have made them thinner, but I couldn't. I'm going to cure those for 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with those Born Pretty magnetics. I bought like a 6-piece collection. It was like different colors of them. And I'm just kind of plopping those in. It's looking very much like stained glass. And I really like that. I'm just kind of doing different colors in different spots, trying not to butt the same exact colors up against each other. And I started off with like 2 or 3 of them, and then I ended up breaking out like 5 of them. Because one of them has already gone in the put it away bucket. So we'll just leave that one out of this manicure right here. But you just go around and fill them all in. Spending a little bit of time. And it's easier to do this part than it was drawing the gold lines, because you can kind of get a little sloppier with it. Because you got borders that are kind of holding the polish in. And I really think this one turned out so cute. It's just one nail, okay? It's not a manicure. I'm not going to put this on. In fact, this is like the largest of the full cover tips. I'm doing 1 and 3. Okay, no, I already did 1 and 3, and now I'm doing 2. And but this is the largest tip. I knew I wasn't ever going to use it on me or anybody else I know. It was just a honking big, big nail. So I just figured I could practice on them, and that's what I do when I get packages or collections of nail tips, and then something doesn't fit me or anybody that I would be playing with. I just turn those into practice ones. Works out pretty good. I don't feel like I'm wasting them that way. I feel like I'm getting some use out of all of it, whether they fit me or not. And that's what I like about the Painted Desert nail tips, is you can go back and order the exact length and the exact size. Like you can order a bag of excuse me, size 5s or 7s or whatever, and I really like that. It's starting to build up and look pretty. And I probably could have gone in with like another layer or coat of these, but I had a plan, and you'll see. We'll get there. I had a plan, and gonna stick to it, going to number 05 now. And I've just got a little piece of tape stuck to my paper towel there. I'm using it as a palette. I do have palettes. I just forget to use them. And this works out so well, and when I'm done, I just wad it up and out of the way it goes. Out of the way. And I'm sorry I'm out of frame here. I was going to cut this out, and I decided, girl, just let it roll. And now we're going on to 06. Got a frog in my throat, y'all. Not really. Not a frog. But that's what we call it here. But just dabbing those in using a little detail brush. And this one is one of the Maniology detail brushes from that set that came in our Mani by Me box. And now I'm running the magnet around, and I know it's still sheer. You can still see through it. You can see my little blob of, putty under there holding the nail on. But see, I had this plan in my head, I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with the Born Pretty top coat over the top. And I went at it at kind of different angles, brushing this way, brushing that way, trying to make sure everything was covered. It all got sealed in. Being all crazy with the brush. Brushing upwards and downwards, and just any way I can get it to, go into all the little nooks and crannies. Alright, and I'm going to hold it upside down. Put it in a lamp for 60 seconds. Cure that. And there we go. We've got it done, and I'm going to pop it off. And then I'm going to use my little, what do y'all call that? Like craft tack or something? And now I'm putting it on top of there upside down, because I'm going to paint the underneath of this with Madame Glam's Perfect Black. And hopefully that'll make those colors pop on top. You know what I'm saying? I just thought this was like the best answer for making all those colors like really show up, because I wasn't going to be able to remember what color went into each one of those little diamonds. I was going to have way too much trouble figuring that out. So now if you did them all the same, you wouldn't have to worry about it, but I was doing different colors and willy-nilly all over the place. Hold it upside down, let it kind of flatten out, cure it for 60 seconds, or as Miss Susie calls it, nuke it. And then we're going in for another coat of the Perfect Black. I just wanted to build that up and make it, you know, totally opaque underneath all of that. I can't wait to flip it over and see it. Cure that for 60 seconds more. And now I'm going to go ahead and put top coat on this, because I don't want anything, you know, I don't know if that's sticky or not, and I don't know. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. Cover that with some top coat. And I've got too much on my brush, so I'm scraping all of it off. And then I'm going to go back through and kind of scrape some of this, or brush some of this back out, and kind of scrape it back onto the bottleneck and let it go back in the bottle. All right. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to remove any excess here. I don't want it to be too thick and crinkle or wrinkle. All right, we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. And voila! There it is. I love it. I think that that's so pretty. Very, very pretty. Very fun. I had a lot of fun playing with this, and now I know that I could do something with these. There it is. Yay! I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.